No.
What was I gonna say? Oh, Shayla did not drive us to the doctors. We took our dad's car. I'm about to say, girl, you're gonna have to wait till the bus. Unless you want to go now or you want to pull it out now. Yeah, you need a car covered like that. It's gonna be a bit of a commotion. But there was another car all the way down there that also had like a car cover like that. And I was like, Shayla needs that. And I was like, maybe I should work at Demand Rand. I don't know. Oh my god, guess what? I'm also in my personal year 7. That's why I'm like, girl, I don't know.
Is everyone's 7-year like that?
I checked when I was on the toilet, and you are in between because your birthday hasn't come yet, but you are in your 9th year and you're about to start 1. I think Delina and Lillian are in the same because last time I checked, they were in the same last time. That's when they were like, you know, catching all those flights, and I was like, hey, yeah. That was their year to have fun and stuff. But I think they're both in year 8 right now. So, you know, we're just making our way through. Yours is in a good spot because it's kind of like the ending of a lot of things and the beginning of new things. And me and Jenny are just trying to figure out life. And year 8. I didn't read too much into year 8, but you know, 8 is like a good number. There's no cars. Do you see? You're like, can I have stall a little bit more? Wow, this is a really big street. No. It was trees on both sides. It was like a tunnel. And the street felt a little bit more skinnier. Not your phone falling. Yeah, you turn. I don't know why it says we can go down that way.
What is up with all these stop signs?
They said you can't go this way, not this way, not this way either. I think Sadie will bark if you get out the car. Sadie will be like, oh, there's someone approaching. You know?
Should I just... Oh, the gate's probably unlocked. Should I just leave it on the table and dish her? Should I?
Is it rude to, like, open her door?
Well, I don't want to...
She knows us, but she might be like, I'm only like that. Is someone coming? Shell, you have to get out the car. I feel like Sadie will bark if you get out the car.
And just...
She always barks when we get out the car over there. I'm about to say, whose car is that? But it's probably...
I feel weird.
You wanted to do this.
Something needs to be an easy, like, thing.
I think if you stand outside the car and just, like, put your hands around the gate and be like, hey.
I'm just gonna leave on the table and then run.
No, don't do that. She's gonna be like, who's there in my yard? And they come out with a gun or something. If you want. If you want to close it, you want to open it. God, there's so much dust on the car. I love Sadie.
Stop taking man's pants in his pants.
Maybe his balls are itchy.
Okay, one scratch is enough.
I don't think he's in his pants. Maybe he has his stash in there.
A stash?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, a mustache?
Rude car. I think he has his drug stash in there. Should I look? Literally, he's in the street. He don't even have no eyebrows. Oh, are these people filming? Oh yeah, he's filming. He's like, I'm giving haircuts for the homeless. Mommy said that cat is one of Uncle's cats. Actually, no. No, that's the cat I saw earlier. There was a cat I saw earlier. I was like, pss, 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 at it, and it stopped for a little, and I crouched down, and it like ran away. I was like, no. Oh my gosh, my hair. I feel like I look older with my curly hair, but I also feel like
In 500 feet.
yeah, I also feel like I look young.
Did you get my heartbreak on camera?
No.
Turn right, then turn left.
Well, I've never ever had my eyes properly checked before, so it was not too bad. I was a little afraid about checking the eye pressure because I was like, oh my god, they're gonna poke my eye. They're gonna punch me in the eye and be like, the pressure's good. But it was just like someone like quickly blowing air on my eye. And yeah, eye pressure's good. My left eye, I have a little bit of astigmatism, but I'm okay. But I'm still gonna get glasses anyway because I've always wanted glasses. As someone who can see very well, I've always wanted glasses. And Shay, oh look at it. It's like chop.
Yeah, but it doesn't look that real life.
Shayla also has astigmatism, but she has it in both her eyes. But we still have 20/20 vision though.
It was night and we were
The lights.
driving and the car was coming towards like the other people. Yeah, the light was really like.
Yeah, when she was like, when the light starts to stretch and look a little bit like stars, I was like, oh yeah, girl, they be looking like stars. But not too bad. This is editing Karen, and I don't know if it's more of a life update because I literally am posting every week. But internally, I'm like, I have to tell the world, I have to tell the people, I have to say out my thoughts of what's going on and to like comb it out of like what to toss, what are the loose hairs that are, you know, end of the life cycle and just, you know, shedding away, and then what's still staying. And I am on this journey of finding, I don't even know if I want to say a career or job, like just finding something steady and stable while also trying to find something that fits me and doesn't, I don't know, and just that fits me but also as like another source of income but stability in for my own like psyche, I guess. So yeah, looking for jobs in the real world is, you know how it is. So I don't know, like looking, it's just like, oh, maybe this option, maybe that option, but like it's starting to get like tiring trying to put myself in those roles and shoes, like imagining and putting the energy to like build myself up to be like, okay, let me see and try and see if I can pursue that for a while until I have enough saved, or until I meet my future husband, to then like be like, okay, now that hard stuff is over, you know, next chapter. I don't know.
there's a lot going on in my brain. So yeah, looking at those things, it's like tiring. Like, it's really making my brain be like, but what is it that you want to do? And I'm just like, girl, I don't know. And recently I've been getting signs again from the universe, and the universe, she's saying like, hey, remember not too long ago, well, maybe it was last year actually, I don't know, where I was like talking about my human design on the whiteboard, and I was like being a crazy person, and I was like, I was built this way, blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, I'm so happy that I found this, because I feel like I understand myself a whole lot better, and it's definitely like filling in the gaps of the things that I knew about my birth chart, but just like, it just felt like the glue piecing it together, because there was just like gaps in between. It felt like the grout, you know. And I also realized and noticed during this time of just like, what do I want to do? And some soul searching, some career searching, some purpose searching. When I get overwhelmed, I just remember and turn back to like looking back at my human design or my birth chart, and just like trying to like remember or get the gist of like where the treasure might be, to instead of like wandering off too far. So I think that helps a lot. And that also reminded me of, now that I'm saying that, that also reminds me of how recently I was watching this TikTok of this girl that I follow, and she's reading this is gonna sound crazy, but she's reading the Aquarian Gospel of Jesus Christ. And I'm no Christian. I was raised Buddhist. Well, actually was I born, raised Catholic, and then converted to Buddhist? But I was too young for me to realize any of that. And yeah, anyways, I'm listening to her TikTok videos, honestly, for the story, for the plot, because so interesting, and also because she's not like, I don't know, like follow the rules. It's more of like, it's one of those like books where it's like, I'm not telling you how to do things. I'm just like saying, hey, you're a human being, and you know, I don't know, like using common sense, like, yeah, using some like real common sense that doesn't sound ridiculous. It just sounds like it's more of like a, you know how there's all these religions, and like moral of the story is, you know, be a good person, try your best, don't forget you're human. It's like that. So I just think that's interesting, because she was also, I'm still trying to catch up to all of her videos, but I'm at the part where she was saying how like whenever she feels like lost or misguided or things like that, she always turns to like reading the book, and like turning to like, you know, prayer, and just like asking outside, but also asking from within as well. You know what I'm saying? I sound crazy, but it's gonna make sense. And that's when she like, you know, finds the answers coming back to her again, and reminding her of like, hey, the answer was already within you, the love was already within you, you just gotta have faith and trust, and don't you worry, girl. So yeah, I was like, oh my god, that's so true, because I do that with when I'm feeling lost and things like that. I turn to reading into my birth chart and reading about human design and things like that. And then it reminds me about how I hate when things go too fast, and like when people tell you what to do, but it's just like for like the outside stuff and not like the inside things. Like, how does that help me as a person and you as a person, like deep down in my soul, besides like the material things. So yeah, anyways, going back, it reminded me about how I was making that crazy video about like, this is who I am, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end I was like, don't be surprised if I become a human design teacher or something like that. And I was like, you never know. And I was like, right now I'm not feeling that vibe, but you never know. And now I'm kind of like, still kind of just like, floating in the water and just like, I don't know, but I'm getting a lot of signs, and it feels like a direction that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Yeah. So I don't know what it's called though. I don't know if like training and learning to become a human design teacher / reader, like that would be my own business. And do I make that like do I make that like a life coach in a way, or do I make that like a service where it's like, come in and I will tell you what you need to do, or I will remind you of yourself and tell you like it's gonna be okay. Yeah, so this is me realizing that all today. And I think because it has been, I mean, there's no rush really, but I feel like it's gonna take some time anyway, so I might as well just, because there's nothing good right now, to be honest. And it will keep me inside the house, but at least I know that if I want to get outside the house, I can. Yeah. Because right now your girl is broke. Only right now though. So I feel like for a job, I would have to turn back to the idea of being an official home caretaker for my mother. And as much as I love her, she can be a handful. Both of my parents can be a handful. And sometimes I feel like I want to make a video about like, hey, everything seems fine and dandy, but here's the story of my life. Cue the One Direction song, story of my life. Yeah, so I was about to do it, but then I turned away because I was just like, I'm just really just chopped liver. We all are just chopped liver. It's very much like, as much as they try their best and do what they can to provide emotionally, they are unavailable. So if you heard stories about that, you know, or if you have emotionally unavailable and immature parents, then you know what that's like. So yeah, it's hard because I grew up in this house and I've been conditioned in such a way and to the point, and I want to escape, but I think I really have to pull the arrow back just a little more so that way I can, I don't know, end or close the chapter on that, and then I can really launch myself. So yeah, that's what's on my mind right now. Yeah. Also, this is probably going to be the last-ish video that's mostly driving because Shayla is going to start her co-op and start, I guess, shadowing in the hospitals and stuff because, you know, she's studying to be a nurse. So she will be on the job. So yeah, the car ride practices and trips are coming to an end. But moving on to the next chapter we go. Yeah, that is all I wanted to say. Yeah, I think that's all that I want to say. Okay. Bye everyone. I hope you had a great week, and if you didn't, I hope next week will be good, and if not, I don't know what to tell you. That doesn't sound as motivating. I'm just tired right now. Yeah. Okay, bye.